From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
And they go with the RPO there in the hopes of making something happen after the catch. So often you can kind of run your receiver through those voided zones and come out the backside. Just didn't love the timing. I think you got to just let that play develop a little bit.
Trying to tell you, I knew that was the play you drew.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. The safety, Trayvon Mary, in there for the sack.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
On the quick, right?
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. In the middle, he's got Tucker. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
Oh, ready? 18. Red. 19 Texas.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
They'll try to pick it up with Benji, and he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of the football.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next 3rd down situation?
And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Bowers the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Jones. And the Patriots are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First play, and May goes to the air. He's into space past the 25. And he is out of bounds. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down. Off the play fake, it's May. Moving to his right. He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
It is 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's May. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down. They'll run with Henderson. And he will score! Way beyond Henderson. Touchdown, New England. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He's got it. And the Patriots have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. Wait.
They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
All right. 18.
They send Sutton in motion. On 2nd down, Stroud. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10.
18.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's to the right side and caught by Bauer. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Vegas.
46-yard line.
Stroud to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Gun. Here's a run up the gut. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Trayvon Merrick up to make the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now a 3rd and 2. Here's a handoff to Genty. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On the quick, right?
On the toss, they'll run. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. They have it 2nd and 4 coming up.
Here we go. 18.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for. One-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
I said I was waiting on him, y'all.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. Now, Stroud. The catch made there by Sutton. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's in. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Raiders.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. And the Raiders will level things out at 7 apiece. We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch.
Look at him go! And he will go all the way. Way beyond Henderson. Touchdown, New England. What a start to the year. His second touchdown in this opening half. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That's back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So following the touchdown, is back to send this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Here we go.
That's left side to Tucker. Loose inside the 30. And he will score. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
The extra point, up and good. And the Raiders will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Marcus Jones now to return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Off the play fake, here's May. A wide open receiver downfield. This one is caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
The PAT, up and good. And the Pats have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Well, following the touchdown, Borregalis is back to send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They send Sutton in motion. On 1st down, it's Stroud. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play. But put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. He'll get this off to Genty. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Stroud. Over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
3rd and a yard.
Tony.
Pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. Throwing is Stroud. That's taken in, and he will get the 1st down. They took a chance, but they convert on 4th and 3.
I don't think the back was the primary target on this play, but just a great job by the quarterback understanding it's 4th down. I've got to get this ball out of my hand and give our offense a chance at converting, and it's exactly what he's able to do by getting it to his back and letting him pick up the rest.
Under.
They send Sutton in motion.
Hey, uno.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break.
Oh, ready. 18. What's that?
Here's Stroud. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. Now he's loose again. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
What's that?
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. Rolling right. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very scouted. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Off the play fake, it's May. That is hot. They're going to have it 1st and goal. He'll be out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. 52 yards. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Here's May again. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New England. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Borregales now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Patriots have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend the return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Foul. Only quick, right? 118. Why Tony?
Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Now this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
This one caught by D.J. Charles. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing on second down. May. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Patriots first down.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball. And under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy. You get paid to catch them all.
Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down. They'll go. Here's May. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on fourth down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
Drop this one down to Genty.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes, and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
On second down, Stroud. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Jones. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the offense.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. In motion, that's Thornton.
Walk to the right. Why, Tony?
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. And he's taken down up past the 35. That's good for 27 and a first down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
RPO, quick throw, there's Sutton. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Raiders first down.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That is taken in left side by Thornton. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up second and
A good spot here, second and a yard. Stroud going to set up the throw. That's into the hands of Thornton. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
19 Texas.
A gain of
On the
3
quick,
on the
right?
play. First down, Raiders.
Back to throw. Stroud. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
Second and 12.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
A second down throw for Stroud. That's to the right side and caught by Bauer.
A gain of 9 brings us third and 3.
They'll come up to third and 3.
All right. Hey, uno. Buggy.
Stroud to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he goes out of bounds at the 3. And from there, it's going to be first and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
18. What's that?
That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. And now it's third and goal.
Well, it's probably one of the most used cliches in football, but I think this is probably the appropriate use of missed opportunity. I mean, he's open in the end zone. All he has to do now is catch it. So that's a play they're going to look back on at the end of this game and say, man, we let that one slip away.
And this ball incomplete on third down. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it'll be fourth and goal coming up.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. Fourth down and goal. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This caught, and he's in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Henderson now on first and 10. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and a yard. On play action, here's Meg. Tyree Wilson. He works his way in to record the 2nd sack of his young career.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
On 3rd down, Henderson.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Ow, Tony.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. To the 20. He's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Patriots.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Andy Borregales to kick off for New England.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And he will score. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35.
Jefferson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll go play action with May. This one, downfield, for Kincaid. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to bring up a third down. Working out of the gun, it's May. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
They're going. It's May. He's going to try it here again. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. DJ Chark. Touchdown, New England. This has got to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. Man, this has been a really impressive performance.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. Throwing is Stroud. That's caught left side by Bauer. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 34.
First down, Raiders.
Oh, ready?
Now, Stroud. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be brought down. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Genty. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point.
He's got his big tight ends. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
At the 24-yard line.
From out of the gun, here's May. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I'll tell you one thing, Mike, this pass rush certainly isn't the reason why they're losing this game right now. I mean, they have made their presence felt all throughout this game, and they're about a half second away from adding another sack to their total.
On 3rd and long, here's May. That complete to the Henderson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Going for it all. He's got it. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. So the big play gets them down close. And now it's 1st and goal. May to the air once more. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Patriots. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
So now May and the Patriots going to line up and go for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return is Dante Fortin. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen, like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Raiders are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him. no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
To throw on 1st down is May. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
At the 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's May. This one, downfield, for Kincaid. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
The Patriots will
Throw again is May. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Stroud. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use their 1st timeout. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. What's that?
From the gun, here's Stroud. He's going to look for the home run ball. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one. New England going to take their 2nd timeout. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Oh, ready. 118. What's that?
They send Sutton in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Pass caught right side by Thornton. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Here's Stroud to the line. His guy's going to try to get 2 more.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done. Maynard on 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They'll go. Here's May. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So here as the quarterback, you can't take that sack. You have to understand it's 4th down. While you don't want to throw a pick, you've got to get this ball out of your hand and give one of your playmakers a chance to make a play for you and extend this drive on 4th down.
118. What's that?
On 1st down, it's Stroud. That is hard. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Patriots 54, Raiders 43.
Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. He's to midfield.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Crazy. Hey, here goes Stroud. Hey, what's up?
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. He's going to look downfield for Chark. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Take over first down team at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. That's caught. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for the Patriots. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners at home as we say so long from Foxborough.